SC refrains from sentencing POCSO convict married to victim she didn't see it as crime. Supreme Court POCSO Act. The Supreme Court on Friday decided not to impose a sentence on a man convicted under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, 2012 POCSO Act for having sexual relations with a minor girl, who is now married to him. A bench of Justices Abhay Oka and Ajay Ulbayan noted that the victim did not perceive the incident as a crime and had suffered more trauma from the legal and social consequences after the man was convicted. The final report concludes that though the incident is seen as a crime in law, the victim did not accept it as one. The committee records that it was not the legal crime that caused any trauma to the victim, but rather it was the consequence that followed, which took a toll on her, the bench observed. Nanan. The court also said the victim faced a constant battle with the police and the legal system to save the accused from punishment. The facts of this case are an eye-opener for everyone. It highlights the lacunae in the legal system, the bench said. The Supreme Court exercised Article 142 of the Indian Constitution, which grants it the power to pass any order necessary to secure complete justice, to not impose any sentence on the man who was accused of sexual relations with the minor girl. The Supreme Court said the girl had no opportunity to make an informed choice earlier due to shortcomings in society, the legal system, and her own family, saying, the society judged her, the legal system failed her, and her own family abandoned her. It added that the victim is now emotionally attached to the accused and has become very possessive about her small family. The court issued directions to the West Bengal government and issued a notice to the Ministry of Women and Child Development to consider further action. Nanan. The judgment pertained to a case from 2018, where a 14-year-old girl from rural West Bengal is reported missing by her mother. It was later reported that she had married a 25-year-old man. The girl's mother had alleged that the man kidnapped her, and the man was convicted by a district court in 2022 and sentenced to 20 years in prison. The Supreme Court initiated a suo motu case following controversial observations by the Calcutta High Court while acquitting a 25-year-old man who had sexual relations with a minor girl, now an adult. The girl said her affair with the man was consensual and she had eloped with him on her own volition. Swipe left for next video. The Calcutta High Court had observed in 2023 that every female adolescent should control sexual urges. In the eyes of the society, she will be the loser when she gives in to enjoy the sexual pleasure of hardly 2 minutes. It also said that cases of consensual sex among adolescents increased because of peer pressure, social media, free availability of porn materials and free mixing with friends of opposite sex. The Supreme Court came down heavily on the High Court's remarks, terming them victim shaming and stereotyping. The court restored the conviction of the accused under POCSO and provisions for rape in the Indian Penal Code. It directed the West Bengal government to constitute a 3-member expert committee. Latest blogs.